the Texas Longhorns and the USC Trojans. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe joins from the sideline with an injury report.
Guys, I caught up with the Longhorns head coach before the game. The big storyline to keep your eyes on today, they are without their starting running back. Their backup has not had any touches yet this season, so this will be new. It's going to be fast and furious to start this first quarter. He challenged his offensive lineman in the locker room before the game. Make sure he's comfortable, give him time to make his reads. Let's all work together to start this game. Back to you.
Holly, keep an eye on that one for us. The Trojans ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. He'll bring it out. It's Jenkins. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Got some green grass. Stopped at about the 25-yard line, but it'll be a first down.
And, David, we know when you're playing on the road how important it is to try and steal momentum early and quiet the crowd. You gash the defense with a run like that to pick up a big first down, that'll do it. And that's really a tone setter, I think, for this offense. And you're sending a direct message to the opponent. We are going to be physical. We're going to try to run this thing down your throat.
And they got a chance to respond, and the crowd hopefully can get behind them and get back in it. The defense has got to do a better job. We got to stop the run. They got to tackle, get more hats to the football. This will be a challenge. They're going to run the football. They better be man enough to stop it.
The Longhorns racing to the line in a hurry up. The give to the running back from the shotgun. He's past the sticks. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38.
And I think on that last run play on third down here early in the game, they're making a statement that we believe we're the more physical team and we're going to run the football even if you know it's coming at you. Nice job. They got the ball at midfield.
Oh, he found a space on the right. He's at the 10. He's piled up 65 yards rushing. What a way to get this season started.
Wow, we knew coming into this one, this offense wanted to start fast, but David, how about that run and the vision and his ability to spring himself up into the second level, and you saw the speed. That's the kind of play early in the game that'll get your attention.
Get your attention and get the offense rolling. Get them in a rhythm. Like, you're not depending on your quarterback. Your offensive line did a great job paving the hole, creating an explosive on the very first drive. Man, that will get everyone lathered up and excited on this offense.
Finds his big tight end. And they get him, and they'll lose yardage on that completion.
So many playmakers, so much speed in college football, so many big plays after the catch. Not in this instance. The defense did a great job reacting to the throw, getting there in a hurry, and making sure he didn't get any yards after that catch.
He'll be stopped right there. They kept it on the ground on third and goal, and it did not pay off. This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on fourth down. Look out! Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. Touchdown, Longhorns! Fitted in the window for the score. They're on the board first here in the season opener. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. And here's the return. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Looking downfield, it's Walters. Rush right in his face. Turning it on. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back, he's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick them up and put them down, and I'm faster than most of your other guys too, so good luck stopping him.
Complete to the left. And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36. And the Trojans headed quickly to the line. Quick give. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
And this offense is clicking, man. This defense is going to have to find something in a hurry, right? That's 3 plays. That's 3 first downs. They've got to do a better job of affecting this defense, getting some penetration, winning at the line of scrimmage. You can't let them just move down the field and get a first down on every single play they run.
He'll pull it down and run. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
Man, what a nice run by the QB. Great job exploding, getting upfield, and then smartly getting out of bounds. And, man, how hard is it to stop an offense with a guy at the quarterback spot that's so dynamic?
They're going to test the right side with this one. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. The Trojans trying to cash it in on first and goal. Buys time to his left. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
Quarterback just has to be more aware of the situation. First down, goal-to-go situation, you cannot take a sack. So the QB, if no one's open, you got to make sure you're throwing that ball out of the end zone and helping your offense out.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. They've got him looking run, but they're going to throw it. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the third down.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on second down. Likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball on time. Trust your read and
touchdown, Trojan! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And I tell you what, this offense, man, we got a small sample size. We only had one game where they were unbelievable last game, but another score early in this football game. This offense is looking like a force to be reckoned with.
And the extra point was good. From deep, it's Jenkins. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. They'll try the right side. Breaks into the open. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35. Give him 88 yards on the ground, and they wanted to have an identity as a running team, and he's giving them that in the season opener. Might as well give it to him again. Got the first down. At the 40, there he goes. He's loose down the left side. He is in. Touchdown, Longhorn. Nothing but a vapor trail left behind that guy, and the defense straight to the burn unit.
And, man, that does not feel good. As a defense, you're trying to limit the big plays, keep that guy in front of you. That guy says, wait a minute, I'm way too fast for that. We're going to just need to work on those angles. That's for dang sure.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. And he's going to bring this one out. Not nearly as much as he had hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Working the ground game. They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. Let's take a peek at the numbers so far. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second.
Right, here we go. Keep. Here we go. Rest, go.
Right back to the well. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on first down. And the Trojans want to crank the tempo. And the legendary John McKay would be proud of the... It's a seam wide open. He's at the 20. Touchdown, USC. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Just hand it to him and let him do the work, man. Over 100 yards on the first half. That big, explosive play. That will do it. That will get you almost there. When you get handed off to a guy like this and he can take it the distance, it makes play calling for an offensive guy, it's so much fun. It's easy. Hand it to him, he gone.
Coming out with it, it's Jenkins. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. Hey, listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
Moving past the 25. Oh, he's got some space. The 30. The 20. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Texas.
David, this guy's showing us everything he's got in his toolbox. Between the tackles, running outside, the elusiveness, the vision, the speed, the patience, and with that home run, now has over 200 yards rushing in this game.
And there's nothing more frustrating than a guy that just keeps coming and keeps coming. They keep feeding him, and he keeps breaking tackles. He keeps making big plays. This defense has had absolutely no answer for that stuff.
Bringing it out. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. Here comes the Trojan offense ready to go on the attack. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4. You can really set the tone for what's possible in your season in early season showdowns like this, both in the top 10 and both with the loftiest of goals.
This one's fun too, David, because we had this game circled in the offseason. We knew this was going to be a really good matchup early, and we're going to find out the answers to a lot of questions we have about both these teams.
Well, and sometimes it's hard to figure that out, right? Like, you don't get till mid-season, you're like, oh, they haven't played anybody. Out the gates, 2 top 10 teams, we get to find out really quickly who's legit.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Finds his man on the RPO. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
That receiver found the open space in the zone coverage, and as a defense, honestly, you just throw your hands up on that because they covered it pretty well. It was just a good play call, really nice execution.
Gives it. Tackled behind the line, and he'll lose 1 on the play.
What a great play by the linebacker. Do you talk about filling a hole? Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12.
Ready, go!
Going to try to get it himself. There he goes. Past the 30. 10. To the house. Touchdown, Southern Cal.
And there's more of an art to this than you know. Like, to stick the ball in the belly of the running back and read a defender perfectly. They bite on the running back. QB makes the right read in Palmer. It's nice to have those wheels to go all the way down the field and punch it in for 6.
Yeah, David, this is a coaching staff that wants him to run the football. And sometimes it's going to be designed runs. Sometimes it's going to be scrambles in the passing game. But the RPO is another way that he can hurt your defense with that speed you're talking about. Great decision to keep it. Nice job taking it all the way to the house.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Looking for running room. They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. He's now over 150 yards on the ground, and you start putting yourself in that ethereal company of great Longhorn running backs.
Yeah, there's so many of them that we could go back, and Cedric Benson and Ricky Williams and just recently Bijan Robinson. Man, they find highly, highly talented dudes. Just guys that you know when you hand them the ball, good things are going to happen.
We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. Line getting set on 2nd down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. He'll pull it down. The defense is there, and a great job to keep him from getting to that 1st down marker. He's hard to get a handle on. It'll be 4th and short. Looking for the marker. Tried to run it on 4th and 2, and he won't make it. He'll be stopped a yard short. Running behind that left side. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard games just because of the body blow effect.
Nice run to pick up his way for good yardage there.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
They get him on the ground. The defense knew exactly where they had to stop him, and it's 4th down.
And no surprise there, on 3rd down and short, this offense tries to run the football, but how about the D, man? They were ready. You could tell they sniffed it out. They met the physicality. They owned the line of scrimmage, and now here in the middle of the field, 4th down and short, decision time for this offense.
One more snap coming before juice boxes and orange slices. Good timing on the quick out. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
Back to throw, it's Walters. Taking a deep shot before the half. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans! They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. Let's start with Toledo, taking on the number 21 team, the Maryland Terrapins. And it's the Rockets, looking to get the job done on the road. Right now, it's early, but they lead this season opener.
Gets it out to the 22 before going out of bounds, and they are suddenly out of trouble. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field.
Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Back to pass on second down. Makes the grab. At the 45 on his way. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17. The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They give it to him again. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
3rd and long coming up. Moves the pocket. It's Walters. Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a 4th down. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. The holder will put it down on the right hash, a 33-yard try. Absolutely perfect. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Jenkins. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. Their first possession of this 3rd quarter, still trailing. Defense did just force a field goal, and we'll see if they can grab some momentum with this drive. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
Second down to the air. They're working that left side. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. The Longhorns will hustle to the line. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Throws to the tight end. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down. The Trojans use their first timeout. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. Needs it. And he will not get there. How about this defense stopping that run short?
Well, the defense is smelling blood in the water. As soon as they saw this offense decide to go for it in that area of the field, they were like, okay, you're going to gift us the football. We'll go ahead. We'll take over. Thanks. We'll make a play, and we'll take this over. And now we're going to try to make you pay for that decision.
Here comes the USC offense to get this drive underway. Buying a little time to his left. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5.
I got to be honest. I know the defense respected this guy's running ability. I don't know, though, if they knew it was this good. He has been gashing them in this game with his legs, and already you're seeing the defense now make some adjustments to slow this guy down. They were able to get him to the ground. He's still got a couple yards, but this has got to continue for this defense. You know he is going to carry the ball.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Motion from the wideout. Drops back, it's Walters. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And that's a tough thing to do, man. Get this guy on the ground. You've already seen it. He's got a rushing touchdown in this football game. Down here in the red zone, you know his feet are going to be a big part of the offense. The defense was ready, and they get the sack.
And they don't want to waste this great field position here on 3rd and long. Wide receiver comes in motion. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And the defense gets loose, bringing the Heat, and down he goes again.
How about the defense coming through when you needed it the most? They got some yards, had some success on this drive. 2nd and goal, sack. 3rd and goal, sack. Nice job by the defense, sticking with it, coming through in the clutch.
He'll bring it out. It's Jenkins. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. First play of this drive. Short pass. Turning it on. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42.
And that's why, as a former quarterback, man, I love these drag routes, because if you get the right coverage and it's man-to-man and someone gets picked or can't keep up with your receiver, you just put it out nicely in front of them, they're going to make the catch, and they're going to take it a long way. Really great execution. Nice job by the receiver creating separation, and beautiful throw out in front of the target.
Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the...
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He'll try to take it back. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
And what a great job by the defense that time. Cover one, man coverage. And did you see how everybody was impressed? When you press receivers, you disrupt their timing. You get your hands on them at the line of scrimmage. You jam them. And it completely disrupts the quarterback and his thought process. And that time, that was a big reason that ball got INT.
And this is why a mobile quarterback is the defensive coordinator's worst nightmare. He has just been running wild all day.
And, man, you see it again. It's got to be frustrating for this defense. Like, there's a reason the offense has the lead, and it's because the QB can drop back and do things like that. It's supposed to be a pass. Everybody playing pass. But it's just got some...
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
He's into the end zone for the 2 and extends the lead. He'll bring it out. It's Jenkins. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Drops back on first down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Makes a grab deep. He's loose. Touchdown, Texas! Once he got some room, it was over.
Well, we know, David, talking to the coaches before the game, they wanted to get this guy involved. Weren't able to do it early, but they saw the matchup, took advantage of his speed, and it's a long touchdown.
Yeah, and sometimes it takes a minute to figure out what the defense is doing, but then now you figure it out, and now you go to your go-to guy. He has all the speed, man. He can win outside. You want to play man-to-man coverage on him? You want to leave him on an island? It's not going to turn out well.
One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play.
Number 93, set to kick off.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. So that last touchdown made it a two-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. Wide open downfield. Still on his feet at the 45. Lot of room to the right. The 10. All the way. Touchdown, USC.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They have got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
The AT unit on the field. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. Fielded in the end zone, it's Jenkins. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. This was certainly not their best effort. I believe this team is much better than it performed today, but they're going to pay the consequences of losing this ball game. Hauls it in. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover. Pick up the first. The Longhorns are in the hurry-up.
I know a lot of people don't like prevent yourself from winning, but when I'm up by 3 scores in the fourth quarter, I am not giving up a single.
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. He's looking downfield to throw. It's complete on the right side. Across the 25, he's got room. Into the secondary on the right. At the 30. He's at the 10. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Longhorns! They'll try to tack one more on their score. And it's up and good. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the score coming on a scintillating 92-yard pass for the score. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Stopped at the 26, brought it out of the end zone, picked up an extra yard. Here comes the Trojan offense ready to go on the attack. So that last touchdown made it a 2-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. Fires left. Can't hold on in the face of the contact.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
The Trojans will have it 1st and 10. He'll run it. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
As a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed in on the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're going to be. You focus in. The defense locked and loaded, understand what they were trying to accomplish, doing a good job getting to the quarterback, and then make those physical hits count. Finish those tackles with aggressive hits. Make that quarterback feel you for a whole length of a game.
And sometimes as a quarterback, you just need to take the game over yourself. You need points to win, and it's going to come down to you throwing it or maybe running it like you just saw there to get that done.
Yeah, and that's a great job by this offense. And I'll tell you what, fourth quarter, you have the lead. That's exactly what you want to do. Lean on these guys, run the football, eat that clock.
And the Trojans can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. They put the brakes on him. Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's 3rd and short. Changing the routes with his receivers. To the air. It's Walters. Finds a man in the middle. Just across the 20 with a 1st down at the 19. He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance.
I think some people might say late in the game, you got the win, everything's at hand, be a little bit conservative, or you just say, I'm just going to keep doing me. And what I do with this offense is throw the football all over the yard, and I'm going to try to win me a big trophy at the end of the year.
Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Southern Cal. And they take it in for 6 more points.
That's an impressive touchdown there, considering the plays this defense, particularly the secondary, has already made against him. And we knew this quarterback was going to come into this one, David, and be aggressive. There aren't many people who really scare him, and the defense has made him pay. A couple of bad decisions, a couple of great plays on the back end, one-on-one. But this guy's still taking his shots. He's not backing down, and he's got his offense back on the board.
I think that's the most impressive part. He made some mistakes, and a lot of times you see people that they go in a shell, right? They make mistakes. They can't rebound. They can't find the answers to continue to keep making plays. Make the next play. Make the next play. Now down the stretch to give your team the lead, man. So impressed with the way he's handled adversity and bounced back from some mistakes.
Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. First play of the drive, he'll look to throw. Quickly to the tight end. Out of bounds at the 27-yard line, and this offense needed a play like that.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game, but the drive off to a good start. You get the 1st down, you get out of bounds, you work in the perimeter of the field. That is exactly what you want to do.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and you leave the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Left side is Lockett. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup. Now on 1st down from the 43. Gonna look downfield again. He's gonna fire deep. Throw toward the end zone. Picked off right at the goal line. That's gonna be a safety, and you want to talk about screwing up a turnover. He just did.
Oh, and those are one of those plays where you just start scratching your head and you're like, wait a minute, you're going the wrong way. It was a nice interception, but you can tell lost his bearings, lost his compass, lost his mind, whatever he lost. He goes the wrong way. I promise you, all week that will be shown in the defensive meeting rooms, and they will be laughing and pointing and making fun of the young man for going the wrong direction.
First snap of this drive comes from the 32. The snap wants to start the drive with a pass. Out wide left, it's Lockett. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Wants to throw on first. Lets it go for the end zone. And good coverage and better hands on that shot to the end zone.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
2nd and 10, he'll throw again. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And he throws another interception, his 3rd one of the night.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense.
He's looking deep. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
Under pressure. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
When you spread them out and you go sideline to sideline and you got 5 wide receivers, you took extra blockers and you took them out wide. So quarterbacks have to read the defense really quickly, get rid of the football, and the defense did a good job applying pressure and speeding that process up.
Good, solid pickup on that one. They got it out to the 40, and it's first down. Tells to run, wants to pass. Going to throw it over the top of the D. Intercepted deep in his own end.
And they'll take over 1st and 10.
90 yards in front of them as they start the drive at their own 10. Press center downs going to the air. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Falls incomplete. They fought to the final whistle, but that's going to do it. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, 2 really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all